This is really interesting because I've left one post that they censored at the very top, pinned to the top of my Twitter, because it's a post where President Trump was endorsing my new book, and they removed what he said as if it were somehow sensitive content that was going to hurt someone. So I'm kind of wondering, like, is that tweet going to come back? Am I going to stop being stuck at 214,000 like I have been now for about, I think, 3 or 4 years, because they just stopped me and wouldn't let me grow anymore? And are we going to go back to the days where we had hundreds or even thousands of comments on a good post rather than just if we paid for it, because that's the way Twitter's worked lately? And it's going to be really interesting to see. Have you heard anything on Musk's particular plans regarding what he wants to do with Twitter, aside from firing 75% of the workforce?
Yeah, well, I think when he posted today, like that longer statement saying that his goal was really to make this a town square, I think shows that there shouldn't be censorship. It should be that whichever tweets get the most traction are actually the ones that people see. If you follow a certain account, you should actually see that person's tweets. And I think what will be really exciting is when this censorship is lifted, so many people are going to start tweeting things. Literally all these topics that are so censored, all of these things I think are all of a sudden going to come out like crazy on Twitter and are probably going to get tons of traction, because so many people actually believe these things but are just being censored and are unable to actually voice their true thoughts. So I think we're going to see a huge change in what people post on Twitter.
Well, he's paying $44 billion for this company. I said country, and that would seem to make more sense than company. I can't even fathom that amount of money. It's just astronomical. And this is being called, it's interesting, this is being qualified by some as a charitable contribution to the preservation of free speech, of democracy, because there's no way a website full of leftist trolls is worth $44 billion. Like, we know that. So what are your thoughts about the price he's paying? Is it just a charitable donation, or do you think he'll be able to make Twitter profitable?
Yeah, he did mention a little bit about advertising, things like that, which I think would be really interesting, because right now you can monetize a little bit better on other platforms. And so because Twitter, I think, has been so focused on words, it doesn't have as much video content. It'll actually be interesting to see if he's able to make Twitter a little bit more of a place where people can watch longer videos, can stay on the platform longer. I think that would actually be great, because then people could watch, maybe your show on there, more clips. They can see things they really want to see, content they love. So I think it would be great if he could make it more profitable. But I do think there were a lot of bots. And so that's why he was questioning the value of Twitter at that price, because Twitter had so many bots and so much, kind of distortion when it came to that price.